Welcome into another video, guys. We're doing another mock draft, right? More of the teams are set in stone for their place. Playoffs are still playing out, but they'll be done shortly. And we're just gonna keep doing these mock drafts because they're fun to see, okay, where are these guys gonna be landing? Keep in mind, things may change, right? We still have the NFL Combine coming out. We've got a lot of things coming up that can change the position, but I think it's extremely fun to sit here and just like kind of theory craft where these guys could go, what's the fantasy relevance, and what can we be looking at for the 2025 season. That's what we're interested in here at the Bayou Bengal Fantasy Network. We're going to rock it out for you guys. Let's get straight into the video. We're talking about the very #1 pick of the NFL draft. We're going the Tennessee Titans, and we're saying they're taking Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is somebody, let's just face it, right? Will Levis, he's not to the point to where they're like, hey, I'm pretty comfortable with Will Levis moving forward. He had some flashes, don't get me wrong. But you have an opportunity right now to take Shedeur Sanders and lead this football team. I love it. Now, either this pick or the next pick with the Browns, one of these guys, look, the Giants, let's just face it, they're going to want to move up. They want to give either Sanders a award, so they're going to probably pay a haul for this pick. This could possibly be a Giants pick right here for Shedeur Sanders. But for this mock draft, we're not doing any trades. So I'm saying the Titans take Shedeur Sanders, go out there with Calvin Ridley, kind of create something, Tony Pollard in the backfield. Let's see if the Titans can develop something. They already have a decent defense. So maybe Shedeur Sanders comes in here and really changes everything up. So move right along here at the #2 pick with the Cleveland Browns. I'm saying they're taking Cam Ward, right? So let's just say Deshaun Watson's done. He tore his Achilles yet again. Jameis Winston's gone. They don't have a quarterback. They need one, right? So I think Cam Ward fills those shoes. He's coming out from the University of Miami. Got a lot of, I would say a lot of play time. He's a winner, right? He wants to come win the football. Do I think he is game ready right now for the NFL? I think he could probably use a little bit of coaching up. But it is what it is. The Browns need to have a new identity. They've already got a good defense. They got to handle some running back. Is Nick Chubb going to be the answer? They're going to get rid of him. You know, what's going to happen? Jerry Jeudy's sticking up for them, and Njoku's playing very well for them. So we need to see what's going on in 2025. Cam Ward can completely change, right? Big body type of quarterback can make things happen. So let's just see. Take Cam Ward. You're picking #2 for reasons. Because your team's cock-a-doodle. You need a quarterback. Take Cam Ward. I got him going at #2. In this mock draft, we have the Giants at the 3rd pick, and there's no trades, which means they are left, and they need a quarterback. And yes, while there's some people that saying, hey, look, pass on this, maybe grab a Travis Hunter, maybe in the 2nd round, you got somebody like Jalen Milroe that might land to you, but I'm not taking any chances if I'm the Giants. The next best big prospect on the board is Jalen Milroe. That's who we're going with, right? So Anthony Richardson is really his comp for me, but I think he's a better passer than Anthony Richardson. So big body quarterback, burly quarterback who can run the football. I mean, you got to do something. You got to make Malik Neighbors happy. You got him out of university, or I would say university, but Louisiana State University, LSU, played over there. Now he needs a quarterback, right? Daniel Jones didn't get the job done. Mr. DeVito didn't get the job done. You need a quarterback in there. Jalen Monroe, probably the next best prospect here on the board. Grab him. He's not the quarterback I would pick, but right now I'm trying to think from the GM's brain and the GM's point of view. I think Jalen Milroe is the pick coming in here to the New York Giants and trying to set a new culture. You got Milroe to Malik Neighbors. Could be seeing that for a lot in many years to come, but I think the Giants get a trade done, move up in there and take Sanders or Ward. But let's move along in here in this mock draft. We got the New England Patriots. I have them taking Travis Hunter. They've got to fill Drake May with some more wide receiver options. They take Jalen Polk and Javon Baker, 2 rookie wide receivers last year. They haven't come into anything prolific so far, right? You still got Demario Douglas there and Hunter Henry. You got a couple options there, but you need a prime guy. That's going to be Travis Hunter. Now, do they allow him to play both sides of the ball? Mike Vrabel is now the new head coach for the Patriots. He's a defensive-minded guy. Does he want Travis Hunter really over there to be solid down on maybe one of his cornerbacks, nickelbacks, maybe even playing safety, something like that? Or does he just go primetime, look, I want you to go wide receiver? I know he wants to play both sides of the ball, but what is the Patriots' way? Can't wait to see that. That's going to be interesting. But I have Travis Hunter going to the Patriots. Now we're going to move right along down here to #6 here at the Raiders. We're going Ted McMillan, right? 6'5" wide receiver. They need more playmakers. Now I know the Raiders need a quarterback, but you gotta call a spade at this point. And even after Milroe goes, no one else is worthy of a 1st round pick. So you got to say, look, Raiders, you're going to get your quarterback in the 2nd round unless you're going to trade up at one of these top 2 spots and grab Sanders or Ward. Brock Bowers needs help. But if you can land that quarterback, a star quarterback, in the 2nd round, if you can pick right, and have Ted McMillan and Brock Bowers on your team, okay, the Raiders are starting to be looking good offensively. So I have Ted McMillan going there. I think he can change the culture there for the Raiders at the receiving position. They just need a quarterback at this point. And you never know. What about getting a quarterback? Maybe grab a Jameis Winston, who throws a lot of interceptions, but he's going to throw the football all the way. You know, maybe get somebody like Justin Fields out there who can, or Russell Wilson if they don't go back to the Steelers. Maybe a Kirk Cousins comes over here with the Raiders. Who knows? Maybe Tom Brady comes out of retirement, even though now he's part owner, come play quarterback for these guys. Who knows? Who knows? But anyway, let's move right along here to number 9. You know, we're doing with the Saints, and we're sticking with Luther Burden, right? I think, as a Saints fan myself, I think Ted McMillan would be the best spot here for the Saints. There's some needs, right? We need a pass rushers as well. But I think Luther Burden, you know, brings us to a good opportunity. We need some pass catchers. And look, when Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed went down last season, I can't believe we got rid of A.T. Perry the week before we really needed him. But they need another receiving option. We got to call it, right? And if you can have Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, and a speedster like Luther Burden on the football field, 3 wide receiver set, you know Derek Carr's going to be the quarterback, Alvin Kamara in the backfield. Look, the Saints could be something on offense next year. You put somebody like Luther Burden or Ted McMillan on this team. We're right along here. We're going number 12. I'm sticking with my guns with Ashton Jeanty. He is the best running back by far in this class. I don't care what anyone says. He is the man. All right, the Cowboys need a running back. Last year, they passed on running backs. I don't know what they were doing, but they passed. Well, this year they get another opportunity. Ashton Jeanty falls into their lap at number 12. He needs to be their guy. Dak Prescott's coming back from injury. You still got CeeDee Lamb out there, Jake Ferguson. You've got an offense around him. Maybe build up the offensive line with the next few picks. But grab Ashton Jeanty. Get your running back of the future. Right? There's no more Ezekiel Elliott in there anymore. He's gone. Right? You guys let Tony Pollard go. Get Jeanty in there. We need to run the football. Get it? I say we. You know we. I'm not a Cowboys fan. If I was a Cowboys fan, I'd say we need to run the football. Get Ashton Jeanty on your team. We're right along here. We're going number 14 here at the Colts. I'm saying Tyler Warren. This guy, look, 6'5" tight end. This guy's a beast. He can catch the football. He was Penn State's offense, right? Allard, the quarterback, he carried that guy. You got to get Warren. He's somebody that if Anthony Richardson is going to develop into anything, right? You guys have talked, y'all got Adonai Mitchell out of Texas last year. He was a rookie. You still got Josh Downs there and Michael Pittman Jr., right? You need a tight end. We need a safety blanket for Anthony Richardson. I think Tyler Warren could give you that. You got to get him on he's a playmaker, right? Look what Brock Bowers was able to do on a cockadoodle offense for the Raiders. You know, not saying Tyler Warren is Brock Bowers, but Tyler Warren is very skilled. He can get the job done. Get him on his offense. I think the Colts take him at 14. Coming here at number 17, I've got the Bengals taking Colton Loveland, another tight end. Back-to-back tight ends here for fantasy football purposes. So just think about the Bengals. If T. Higgins somehow comes back, I think he's gone, by the way. But if he does come back, you got Chase, you got Higgins possibly. They need a tight end. Joe Burrow needs more weapons. Give him more weapons. He's killing the game right now. Yeah, I think you go ahead and get Loveland here, and then you just stack up that defense as best as possible. Maybe even work on the offensive line even more. They were improved. The offensive line is definitely better this year than they were back in 2023. But look, get another weapon out there. Colson Loveland, big body tight end, can block, he can catch. Get him on there. I think having Joe Burrow some more weapons only helps the situation. We're right along here at number 20. The Broncos, I think they needed a tight end, but they're not going to be able to have another tight end first round worthy, in my opinion. So I say Emeka Egbuka, the wide receiver out of Ohio State. Egbuka can get the job done, guys. He is a very highly skilled wide receiver out of Ohio State. And you already see what you got out of Bo Nix. Troy Franklin's starting to come into his own. He was out of Oregon. He was Bo Nix's teammate in college. You still got Cortland Sutton there, right? We've got some backs. I know a lot of people maybe saying, hey, look, one of these running backs may go to maybe Marion Hampton or Jeanty Falls to the Broncos. They take them. No, they've got plenty of running backs. They got Jaleel McLaughlin. You know, they've got running backs there. Estime, they just drafted out of Notre Dame last season. So I think they go wide receiver. Get more weapons for Bo Nix. Let him to continue to develop, right? The defense is already good. So look, take Emeka Egbuka here. Take a tight end maybe in the second round. Work on that offensive line even more. Keep building around Bo Nix. I think the Broncos are going to do that. Right here, next pick at 21, have the Steelers taking Isaiah Bond. We don't know what's happening with George Pickens as of right now. Right? Is George Pickens going to stay happy? I don't know, but they need wide receiver help. As of right now, if George Pickens stays, they need a wide receiver on the opposite side of him. Bond's a nice track type of star wide receiver. Very fast guy. I think he would complement George Pickens quite well. And I think he can also, could he move into maybe a wide receiver 1 type of role if needed? Possibly, yeah. So Isaiah Bond, I think, is a natural match here for Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, assuming Mike Tomlin's going to be back. I think he'll be back. He's got too many winning seasons. But there's rumors heading around there, you know. Moving right along here, number 22, we got the Chargers taking Trey Harris, the wide receiver out of Ole Miss. So I used to have somebody like Colston Loveland here, but he's off the board in this mock draft. So I think you can't just reach on a tight end at this spot. So let's get some help out there for Ladd McConkey. Let's just face it, you know, there's a lot of things that aren't happening right? There's a lot of balls being dropped. I'm not pointing any fingers at any specific wide receivers, but I'm just saying, I think he needs more wide receiver help. You know what Herbert can do, and towards the end of the season, he was playing well. So Trey Harris can help get the job done, 6'3" wide receiver. I think Trey Harris can do it, and they need help. Puts him on the opposite side of Ladd McConkey, with still a young Justin Herbert. Wow, let's go. Rock and roll time. Can you say that? I think that would be an absolute fire thing for the Chargers to do, is keep adding to this offense. Here we go, number 24, the Vikings. I have them taking Omarion Hampton, right? The running back out of North Carolina. So let's just think, Aaron Jones, a little bit longer in the tooth, right? So we need a backup plan, right? A true backup plan. I think Omarion Hampton solves that issue. JJ McCarthy will probably be the quarterback next year. Sam Darnold was looking good until he absolutely just flattened out in the playoffs. I think people are going to want to change. I think they're going to move over to JJ McCarthy. They might let Darnold stick around for a little bit possibly, and then just turn over the reins to McCarthy if they end up getting him over there and everything's good to go, unless they end up getting rid of him. They might just say, hey, bye Darnold, see, we don't need you over here. And it just might be JJ McCarthy. Either way it goes, Omarion Hampton's a young running back, good talented running back, and the Vikings could use him. So I think I have Hampton here, mocked here at the Vikings. And the last pick of this mock draft, we're going to talk about the Commanders. And look, I'm going to go over there at TCU, and we're going to go Savion Williams. A lot of people may not know about Savion Williams, and I know I think it was the last mock draft, I had actually Williams' teammate, Beck. He was being kind of mocked to be here. But I said, you know what? I think it'd be fun to have Savion Williams here. Big body wide receiver, right? Little injury history, but he can clear that up. I mean, he's a nice opposite side there of Terry McLaurin. You give Daniels something like this to throw the football to, it's even more electric. You gotta love the situation. Love the situation. Even at the tight end position, Ben Sinnott, who knows what he ends up turning into be. I know Zach Ertz just stole the show here. But look, you put Jaden Daniels, you got Savion Williams over here, and you got Terry McLaurin over here, you're still doing great things. Nice running backs, Brian Robinson Jr., Austin Eckler. You gotta love it. All right, but look, guys, that's the entire mock draft that we have going over for you guys right now. Several picks here. Things may change, right? The NFL playoffs are still trying to go underway. Still has a little bit to go to kind of iron out where everybody exactly goes. But this is kind of the general consensus of who I think that these players need. Whether they pick 27th or 29th really doesn't matter to me. It's still going to be the picks for me. So, guys, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, right? We're popping out so many videos each and every week. We're doing player profiles right now. We're doing mock drafts right now. We're doing all types of things. We're even doing card pulls. We're pulling all types of cards, and you guys can buy them in my eBay store. I have a link in the description below if you're interested in any of the cards that we're pulling. You can buy anything that I pull here on the channel. So, guys, like I said, whether you're in redraft, whether you're in dynasty, whether you're in best ball, it doesn't matter. We cover it all here on this channel. We are a network of a bunch of different things that we do. Come and join the family. Smash that subscribe button. I can't wait to see you guys on the next video. We'll see you guys next time.